Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Tulane's return team didn't help matters out much there. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
On second down, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real big balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Marshall's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. What a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side of the field.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They're getting this guy lathered up. He breaks a tackle.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
To the air. It's Braxton. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quarterback adapting. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Hughes. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
That's caught. It's Williams. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous.
He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to pass it on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Now they'll try to cash in this drive first. From the 50. It's a draw. Dances away from one. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted! And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. He's off to the races. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They're working that left side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Braxton. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are.
Going for it all. He's got it down the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tulane. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up 14 over Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll try the run. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. And that pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The offense set for a 1st down play.
42 Spider.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fitzpatrick. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Wide out in motion. The play action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Chapman. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Safe completion on the screen. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking, I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Brings up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Finds space on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
Number 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
On the run, it's huge. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got enough for the first. Can anyone catch him? And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a second down pass play. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Grab near the sticks. It's Turner. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Harris. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Braxton. They're bringing heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you can tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
A third and long coming up here. They're trying to get to him. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Running back goes in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Hughes. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a down.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 21. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chapman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Dropping back, it's Braxton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Hurd! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that 1st drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Gonna run it. It's Hughes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Touchdown, Green Wave! And the pummeling has started. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Brings up second down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. It's a draw. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.